Right. So, do you have anything you want to add into the? They should have traded LeBron. He also doesn't have a no trade clause. He gave that up when he left. So.
I'd much rather have Anthony Davis and LeBron.
Me too. Especially if I'm trying to build.
Exactly.
Anyways, hot take number 2. The Rockets are not going to go very far in the Western Conference playoffs because James Harden is wasting his energy and stamina chasing a 30-point streak. And you saw last night he failed to get 30 points.
Beard oil.
I think James Harden's going to start getting tired. He's going to start wearing down, and you're going to see them bounced in the first round.
Probably. That's what they do.
That's my hashtag hot take.
First round exit, I definitely don't see.
That's why it's a hot take.
Yeah, it's not a bad hot take. Because he does seem to be chasing the points.
Oh, he absolutely is.
You know, I don't know if he wants the MVP or what, but it's interesting to watch. And they do tend to underperform a little bit come playoffs, but I mean, we all know the Warriors are going to win this season anyway. So
also,
you know,
just to note, the Rockets right now are the 5th seed. So they would be going to Portland for 4 games in a 7-game series.
Portland?
the Trailblazers.
Yeah, the Trailblazers are the 4 seed. Rockets are the 5.
Wow.
Yeah, it's Golden State, Denver, OKC, Portland, then Houston, Utah, Clippers, Spurs. And the Kings are only a game out of the playoffs.
Sacramento is actually turning it around.
Speaking of, did you guys hear? Let me see if I can find the headline.
Yeah, they got
Mike Bibby under investigation for sexual assault.
They got rid of, they turned it around. They got rid of Jimmer Fredette.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good for them. I didn't hear about the Bibby thing. I wonder what that is. Hopefully, justice is served.
Hold on, let me see if I can find it.
Sounds like a pet name.
Bibby.
Yeah, oh, come on. No, that's just a bunch of A's stuff. A's got absolutely trounced today, by the way. I'm not seeing it. We'll move on. Bibby is in some kind of trouble right now. We'll stay tuned because we'll report on it when we know more.
I didn't even know there was baseball in.
Oh, it's spring training. 17-5 they lost to the Angels.
Nobody cares about that.
Nobody cares. Yeah. Anyways, who wants to go next? What are your guys' hot takes? I didn't say hot cakes. We're not talking about pancakes here. I want your hot takes.
I've got one.
What you got?
All right.
I got 2.
The New York Knicks have just been, playing it coy all season, and they are actually the best team in the NBA. But they're just trying to tank for Zion to make them unstoppable next season.
You know what's going to happen. If the Knicks get the first draft pick, they're going to draft Zion Williamson's shoe.
Probably.
And the Knicks only, showed that talent against the Spurs in order to get KD and Kyrie here.
That is, I won't even say that that's a hot take. That is, you're in a fucking volcano take. Because that team has so little talent outside of Robinson, Knox, and fucking Alonzo Trier. It's not funny.
I mean, that's just dismissing DSJ completely, and he's been a beast.
You're right. I forgot about Dennis Smith Jr. Yeah. Okay, so other than 4, there are 11 other players that suck on the roster. Oh, man. All right, so Dan Beebe, hot take number 1. What you got?
Hot take number 1. Tony Stewart, what the hell is going on at Stewart Haas Racing? You got an old fart and a guy named Clint Boyer, some no-name and Eric Almirola, and some has-been that named Kurt Busch. Why not go out to Hendrick Motorsports, bring over Chase Elliott to actually save your legacy as a team owner, and pair him with Kevin Harvick to bring the kid along and mentor him.
We're talking about sports. You got to stop with that NASCAR shit.
Hot take.
Okay.
It's not going to happen.
Second hot take. What you got?
Well, the St. Louis Cardinals are kind of complete trash. The fact that they bring in anybody notable or actually try to rebuild for their future, hot take, probably not going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
I mean, they got a catcher who's about 80 years old, so
They do.
Where are they going to plan for that? What's their plan going forward?
They don't have one.
Yeah. Thank you. And you'll wonder why we don't make the postseason now.
Yeah. Well, it is what it is.
If anybody in the front office is listening.
All right. Dan, what you got?
My second hot take is that the Dallas Stars are a terrible organization. We trade you Zook, and he immediately
Gets hurt.
breaks his arm. How could you do that to my boy?
I don't know. And listen, when the trade happened, I was eating at the Golden Corral because my fat ass likes the Golden Corral. I was in line to get ice cream because the hard ice cream they scoop for you. And I was wearing my Stars hoodie. And the guy was like, "You're a Stars fan?" I said, "Yeah." And he asked me like what I thought about how the season's going. I said, they're disappointing, but things might be looking up. They just traded like literally just a few minutes ago for Zuccarello, and he had such a blank face. And he said, "What?" I said, "Yeah, they just traded for Zuccarello. Real steal. Got him for a second and a third round pick. They become firsts if they win 2 rounds in the playoffs, and if he's there through the rest of or re-signed after the contract is up, those become first round picks. But he looked so dejected, and then showed me that underneath his little coat thing that he has to wear, he was wearing a Rangers shirt.
There's a nice middle finger for you.
Oh, poor guy. Poor guy.
Nah, Rangers fans we were expecting this. It's a rebuild. I love Zuccarello though. I honestly would rather have him back next season than get that draft pick from you guys. That second one. I hope you guys do well enough in the playoffs though, for us to get that pick. We have conditional picks from you, from Tampa Bay, and now from Winnipeg because we just traded them Kevin Hayes as well. If Tampa Bay or Winnipeg win the cup, we get firsts, and if you win 2 rounds, we get a first. So I hope you guys win 2 rounds, and I hope Tampa Bay gets the first because I think their pick is a little bit better for some reason. I don't remember exactly why. Than the Jets.
His first game with the Stars, he scored a goal.
Yep,
and then he broke his arm.
A goal, broken arm.
Yeah. Oh, so disappointed in Zucchini. Damn. Anyways,
it looks like he'll be back before the playoffs. So
the Stars aren't going to be in the playoffs, so it's not a problem.
I think you still can be.
Think they'll sneak in?
Yeah, because he's supposed to be out. Like I thought it was around 4 to 6 weeks. So. If he heals quick, then he could definitely be back for a nice playoff push, and then the actual playoffs. If not, you guys might have to buckle down. But if you can squeak in, then you could upset some teams with a healthy Zook.
Yeah, I mean Jamie Benn's been playing a little bit better in the past 2 weeks, and the defense is gotten a little bit better. But they're still playing like ass. Mm-hmm. So I don't know what... I don't see how they're going to make the playoffs, but I hope they do. And you know what?
Just sounds not playing like ass.
I hope they re-sign Zuccarello, and then you can get that pick, and then we win the cup so that you can get that pick too. I want you to have those 2 picks.
Yeah, I'll take one of them. But I think I'd rather have Zook back.
Anyways.
Stewart Haas Racing. I just want to have those 2 drivers.
Oh, God.
It was a good one, though, because it wasn't going to happen. So, just for
All right.
Just for reference.
So that's our new segment, hashtag hot take. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun because I'm a cynical asshole. So I'm going to have a lot of this shit.
I mean, I guess the same could be said with, somebody, a team like the Bills going out and trying to pursue Le'Veon Bell. It's not going to happen.
It might. You don't know. They don't necessarily have the cap space. He's going to the Jets. But that leads us into the next segment.
Did that lead us in?
I said we were going to bring back an old segment, and here we are. We're going to play Which is More Likely. Refresher. Sure. I'm going to present you with 2 scenarios, and you're going to tell which one is more likely. Scenario A, Scenario B. All right? There is no making up other scenarios. It's either the scenario I give or the A or scenario I give B. Tell me which is more likely. Even if you think neither are going to happen, which is more likely to happen. Okay? So, first topic, Lakers will A, make the playoffs, or B, will miss the playoffs.
Miss.
You think they're going to miss?
Yeah. I think they fall into a dumpster fire.
They are currently sitting at
everyone,
11.
You guys, just look at search histories or news articles from around this time for past seasons of the NBA. Everyone always, because I was just reading through a heated debate about this on Reddit. They called it the Le Potato season time. Everyone questions LeBron when he's on a team like this around this time in the season, and then he pulls it together. They hit playoffs and they go deep. So I'm gonna say it's more likely, given LeBron's history, that they make the playoffs.
Okay. I will just point out, only one team has been eliminated from playoff contention. That's Knicks? Not the Knicks.
Not the Knicks. Wow.
It's the Phoenix Suns.
Well, they've always been ass.
They technically have a worse record. The Knicks are 12-48. Suns are 12-50. All right. So.
Right, and the West is also has a lot more competition, so there is technically a road to the playoffs for the Knicks because the East is so bad.
Yeah, the Knicks are only 16 games out of the playoffs.
But in all fairness, isn't that team quite the douchebag convention with guys like LeBron, Lonzo, Lance Stevenson?
Why do you think Lonzo's a douchebag?
And Ingram.
Lonzo's the least douchey of that family. He's quiet. He's humble. He just plays and shuts up.
His father's just the douche.
But that's what kind of ties it into everything. Maybe minus LeVar it wouldn't be, but
with all the research that I did
he's a douche magnet, I guess. Is a good.
With all the research I did on Lonzo for the Lonzo segment, I actually learned a lot about him. The more I learned, the more I liked. Same thing with Baker. So I think that that's a good segment for me to open myself up to the possibility that these guys don't suck. So I'm going to go with miss the playoffs. And here's why. The West is so much better than the East. If this were in the East, I would say he probably gets a 3 seed, even if they're sitting at 11 right now. It's the West. It's a much better conference. And now the team that he is playing on has absolutely no motivation to do well because he tried to trade all their asses.
I just realized I haven't checked that fantasy basketball league in like 10 weeks.
Oh, me either.
You're probably winning.
Let me check on that. That's a good point. That is a good point. It's been so long that it was offloaded from my phone.
Yeah, that's how you know it's back burner.
Yeah. All right. So the next scenario, Duke will A, win the NCAA tournament, or B, will not win the NCAA tournament.
Will not, because they came and make shoes that stay on their players' feet.
They're not the ones who made the shoes. That was the kid in China who's probably been executed.
So we've come full circle.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, he's probably been executed at this point. Like, oh, you fucked up Zion Williams' shoe? First of all, it's Williamson. Okay.
I just want to make note they fucked up every one of their freaking t